What's going on, everyone? I am your host, Tom Trorish, and I am back with another episode of the Wrestle Watch podcast. Today, Cass is out of town, so today I am joined by a name you know. I am joined by Mike from Indeed. So welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me, Tom. I'm excited to expose you to the world of North American independent wrestling.
That's going to be a soundbite that's out there forever now. I'm excited to expose you.
Hey, sometimes I say weird shit.
Yeah. Anyway, the original plan was for Cass to come on and join us, but the guy, he is out of town, right? He's gone to a GCW show.
Yeah, he's going to a whole GCW weekend. They're in Atlanta and North Carolina tonight and tomorrow. I don't know which city on which day, but they're both pretty close to Cass, so he's decided to go see some actual live wrestling, and who can blame him?
Yeah, fair dues. But we are here today, man, because you do a very good show on this very network called Indeed. If the good people don't know, what's your show about?
It's an independent podcast entirely about independent wrestling. It's hosted by myself and the wonderful Righteous Reg. We watch a ton of independent wrestling every week, so we figured, hey, someone should be talking about these wrestlers, someone should be talking about these promotions, and who better than the two of us, apparently. So, we consume enough of the content, we might as well give back and promote what we've enjoyed.
Yeah, and this is something that you and I discussed on an interview which will be dropping on my channel very, very soon. Like, if you've got a project that you enjoy, I think that's the great thing about Body Slam. Like, if you can come up with a project you enjoy, 9 times out of 10, Cass will be like, yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely. That's we're a wrestling website. We're a wrestling content channel. There's plenty of great wrestling out there, so let's talk about it, right?
Yep. So before we get into what match we're going to watch this week and the poll, my friend, shall we get a bit of housekeeping out of the way?
Absolutely.
So you guys can find this show on pretty much any podcast network that you can think of. 9 times out of 10 will be on there, correct?
Absolutely. I upload the episodes myself, so they'll be on Spotify, Apple, basically any platform where you can listen to podcasts in audio form. We're live right now on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all of those at BodySlamNet. We're available everywhere where you can find a podcast.
Mm-hmm. But you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, where basically, if you want to see our faces while we're recording this, you can watch and hang out with us. Same with bodyslam.net on YouTube. Same with Twitch, correct?
Twitch, BodySlamNet, yep.
You can subscribe to us on Twitch, where we also host our podcast. You can, for the latest wrestling news, you can check out bodyslam.net website. Don't wait till it drops on social media. Just check the website. You'll be able to see more up-to-date news there, correct?
Yeah, although we do have the articles that we post coming out on Twitter pretty much like as soon as they hit the website. So, either way, you'll be able to get that news pretty quick.
Yeah. But Cass always encourages people to check out the website.
Oh,
So we've
most definitely do check out the site. It's a very beautiful website.
definitely. So and what was I going to say? What else have I missed? So you can also with this show you can follow us on Twitter at the Wrestle Watch Pod, where we put up a poll every week to decide what we are going to watch every week. Uh, and this week, Mike, we reached out to you in collaboration with your show, Indeed, right?
Absolutely.
And
It's the Indeed takeover week.
basically, yes. And we decided to give you full control of the poll and say to you, pick 4 matches. So, do you have the poll to hand or no?
Not I don't have it on hand, but I remember it off the top of my head anyway. So the options I went with for this poll are I didn't want to go like too far back into the past. There's been
Mm-hmm.
I cover independent wrestling on Indeed. There's so much insane wrestling that's gone down in the independent scene just this year alone. So what I decided to do was pick 4 of my favorite matches from 2022. The options were we had Speedball Mike Bailey versus Blake Christian from GCW in January. There was Davey Richards versus Robert Martyr from Garden State Pro Wrestling back in June. I had Kevin Blackwood versus John Gresham from C4 Wrestling. That was, I think, in like March or April. And then the winner, of course, by like an
By
overwhelming
a
result,
landslide
victory, was Nick Wayne versus Will Ospreay from GCW's I Never Liked You in Providence, Rhode Island. It was their Providence, Rhode Island debut here at the Fett Music Hall. The whole show was amazing. Go back and watch it if you have, the VODs available on Fight TV. But for the purposes of this show and keeping it not to like 3.5 hours, we're gonna watch one. We're just gonna watch the one match, the main event. This is Nick Wayne versus Will Ospreay, and there's actually a bit of backstory to how this match came to exist. So in January, Game Changer Wrestling decided they held a show at the famed Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City.
That's not the ECW arena, is it?
It's not the ECW arena in Philadelphia, but it is a legendary venue for the purposes of ECW. They held many, many shows here,
And that's where the one night stands were, if I remember correctly.
absolutely,
Is that
right? Yep. So that's the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. So Nick Wayne was supposed to be on that show, but Nick Wayne was only 16 years old in January of 2022. And somebody tattletaled on Game Changer Wrestling that he was only 16. And so there are some states in the U.S. that have pro wrestling regulated by athletic commissions,
Yeah.
which is very stupid if you ask me, because
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like it's prize fighting, like this, like we all know what's going on. The results are predetermined. Like, come on now,
Yeah.
like that. So, unfortunately, New York is one of those states. Somebody ratted Game Changer Wrestling out to the athletic commission, and they found out that they had a 16-year-old on the show, and they were like, "Hey, you can't be wrestling on this show." So Nick Wayne had to be pulled off of that Hammerstein Ballroom card. And what Joey Janela did, who is a major part of Game Changer Wrestling,
Yeah.
he told Nick Wayne basically, "Hey, we're gonna make this up to you. Name your dream opponent, name your match that you want, and we'll make it happen for you." And if you've ever watched a Nick Wayne match, it's pretty obvious who his favorite wrestler is, who he's modeled a lot of his move set and ring style around. It's Will Ospreay. So that's the shot he called for his makeup match for not getting to wrestle at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And Game Changer Wrestling made it happen. Providence, Rhode Island. Nick Wayne, 16 years old at the time that this match took place. He turned 17 just a few short weeks later. And he put on an incredible match against Will Ospreay, which we'll get to. Somebody, if you want to, if you have the replay to this show, skip ahead to skip ahead to when they're in the ring in their corners already. There's no we don't have the entrances here. Somebody also looks to have uploaded this to YouTube, so you can actually just search the matchup itself on YouTube and watch
I just
along
had
with
a
us.
thought. Have you checked the match works? This link works.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I've watched it through.
The only thing I'm worried about is because I'm in the UK. Am I gonna get? I should have checked it worked. That's the only thing.
If you were able to, like, do you have it queued up right now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you hit play and it works, then we should be good.
Okay.
You good?
I'll tell you in 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, perfect. So we're all set. Yeah. Whenever you want to hit play, you let me know.
Do you want me to do the countdown? Yeah.
Give us the countdown, Tom.
So for the good people watching at home, 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh. So how many times have you gone back and watched this match?
How many times have I watched this match?
Yeah.
7 or 8 already.
Oh wow.
I love this match. I love it. One, it's exciting to me because I've followed Nick Wayne and just pretty closely, especially for the last year.
Mm-hmm.
And to see his rise through the independent scene, culminating in he's 16 years old and wrestling his dream match, dream opponent. And you'll see as the match takes place, but like he's a 16-year-old in there with one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah.
And not for 1 second does he look out of place and that he doesn't belong in there with Will Ospreay.
I agree.
Putting seeing this match take place, it's like you'd think that they'd wrestled each other 100 times before, and it's a credit to how well Nick Wayne has studied Will Ospreay over the years that they're able to just put this together for a first time meeting.
My thing is, do you reckon this match gets a lot of love because of the circumstances of their first match? Do you reckon it would get as much love? I mean,
oh, you mean like if this had been like a second or third time?
No, if their first match had happened, like, do you reckon that would have got as much love as this one maybe gets?
Well, this was their first match against each other, so...
What I mean, though, is, like, if it happened in the original circumstances without...
so the original circumstance in January, actually, Will Ospreay wasn't the opponent.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
This was just this was just kind of like a, hey, we're sorry we're sorry that you weren't able to compete at this huge show we had booked in January. Let's make it up to you.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful.
Let's make it up to you, and you can wrestle whoever you want. Name an opponent. So, like, it's almost kind of a blessing that he didn't get to wrestle that show in January, because this match likely wouldn't have taken place so soon had it not happened.
I was telling you this off camera before we started. I've only seen a handful of Will Ospreay stuff, but I do really enjoy the stuff that I've seen.
He is incredibly athletic, does some phenomenal stuff in the ring.
Anyone that says he doesn't know how to tell a story, though, is completely wrong.
Yeah, like, it's not it might not be the story that you're looking for, but like he's telling a story in there, and it's that he's better than you.
Yeah.
He, like, everything he does, his arrogance is on full display. He's got that, he wrestles almost like a bratty entitled child who, like,
and he's from the same town as me, so he's always going to be high in my book.
Oh yeah. God, he's your hometown guy.
Yeah, so he's always going to be a bit high in my book, man. How good do you reckon this match will be in, say, 5 years once Nick Wayne has a bit more experience?
In 5 years, Nick Wayne's going to be the champion and somewhere on a television program. He's
Yeah.
at 16 years old, he was offered a promissory contract to All Elite Wrestling already.
Was he?
So Nick Wayne is actually already signed to AEW.
Is he the dude that Denise Salcedo interviewed?
Probably.
I
He got
think.
yeah. He signed at 16 years old, and basically it's a contract where provided basically once he turns 18 and finishes high school, he's
Yeah.
all elite.
Oh, that is really cool, man.
So a lot you'll hear it on some of his ring introductions. Usually in GCW, their ring announcer MLJ, who shout out Emil, fantastic dude.
I reached out to him for an interview the other day, by the way.
Oh, nice, nice,
I
nice. I
I
hope to hear
haven't
back from him.
I haven't got a reply yet, but hopefully.
He's a lovely guy. He'll often introduce Nick Wayne as the youngest wrestler to be considered all elite.
Ah, I like that.
There's the arrogance of Will Ospreay playing air guitar on Nick Wayne's ribcage while he has him in an abdominal stretch.
That's so cool. Wee. I make stupid noises when I don't watch matches with commentary. I do apologize.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. If you are tuning in and watching this live with us, the shout out to the commentary team here as well of Dave Prazak and Kevin Gill, the voices of Game Changer Wrestling. Friend of Indeed and Bodyslam.net, Kevin Gill.
Yep. Was that basically a stunner?
Yeah. With a nice handspring variation added to it. It's some people would know that move as the lethal injection, Jay Lethal's finisher.
Oh yeah. You forget. Cass teases me all the time, but I'm a wrestling baby, man.
That's okay. This is a great introduction to Nick Wayne, the U.S. independent scene.
Mate, as soon as we
Game Changer Wrestling as a whole.
As soon as we finish recording this show, I'm probably gonna literally watch it again, but with commentary and stuff.
Oh, the commentary really makes this match. Kevin Gill, especially, is so connected with a lot of the wrestlers in GCW.
Mm-hmm.
So his hype during these matches, and as like a lot of the high spots and stuff unfold, is like it's palpable energy. This is a great venue too, Fet Music Hall. Packed the place full for this show, and the crowd was like so rowdy. Up there in the balcony section, you'll see there's a lot. There's actually like so many of the talent that were on this show earlier in the card are just up in the balcony to watch Nick Wayne's dream match. Like the outcry of support and love that he was showered with over this whole weekend was just special.
That's really cool. It's like Ospreay's wrestling like a mirror. It's so cool.
It really is, and it's part of what makes the match so special is that Nick Wayne's knowledge of Will Ospreay's style, move set, everything, they were able to just put together like Will Ospreay's greatest hits in this match. in terms of just the spots that they were doing and everything. It was I can't I just gush about this match. It's one of it's one of my favorites from this year.
Cass always has a match that he secretly wants to win when we put the poll out. Was this the match you secretly wanted to win?
No.
Oh.
No. The match I secretly wanted to win was Kevin Blackwood versus John Gresham from C4. That was that's probably my favorite match this year still.
As I always say to Cass, we'll do them matches in the future. Things will be rerun again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic one that I would love more people to see. Partly also because C4 is a Canadian promotion, so they're near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
And I'd like for them to get more love and exposure. They do fantastic work. They actually have a charity show tonight where the proceeds are going to the Canadian Cancer Society.
Ooh.
And they've ran this show for 11 straight years and have raised over $400,000 for
Oh, wow.
cancer research cumulatively as over the years of doing this show. Like, I refuse to believe Nick Wayne is 16 years old wrestling this match, you know?
No, he's definitely got a higher wrestling IQ than 16 years old.
Part of that might also be being a third-generation wrestler. He is the son of Pacific Northwest legend Buddy Wayne, and he's also the grandson of Moondog Moretti. So
I know who Buddy Wayne is. I don't know who Moondog Moretti is, though.
yeah, the pedigree is there for him to,
Wait, Triple H comes out and pedigrees him?
Oh, God, no.
Sorry,
no.
It was there. The joke was there. It either wasn't going to land or...
Maybe if it was 2005 and Triple H was on his reign of terror, then possibly.
Yeah.
They show up at indie shows, pedigreeing everyone.
Can you imagine being 16 years old and having this much pressure?
No, 16 years old. I was skipping school and smoking weed at the park with my friends. So I didn't have any kind of drive or discipline or determination like this when I was 16. It's probably why it's so much more impressive to me.
I don't know what I was doing at 16 years old, but so do you reckon that, say, AEW, obviously AEW will probably still be around when Nick is 18?
Yeah, that'll be like that. Yeah, he turned 17 just a few weeks ago. So
who wins a world title first, him or Hook?
Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne. Within the next decade, Nick Wayne will I think Nick Wayne will end up as one of the premier stars in all of professional wrestling. It's there. Like this match that he's having right here at 16 is a glimpse into what this man is capable. This whole section right here. I'm done talking.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh, what? What? Okay, what just happened?
Everything.
Yeah. As I say, as soon as we've done this, I'm going to watch it again, but with the commentary and stuff.
I don't know if you can see, like, every time I watch this match, I have goosebumps. It's it's fantastic wrestling.
What I am normally quite guilty of is watching the match before me and Cass do something if I haven't seen it. But I really didn't want to do that this week because I knew your reactions would be so pure.
I'm so happy you didn't. This is yeah,
No, but
this entire
I am definitely going to go back and watch it though.
this entire next section of the match is just like I, I'm speechless with how is Nick Wayne doing this?
At 16 years old, jeez Louise.
It's unbelievable talent, like generational talent.
Mm. By the way, guys, if you can hear a fan in the background, I do apologize. It's just very warm in the UK at the minute.
Ooh, you could hear that one.
Well, I can't because I've turned the volume down, but I take your point.
Oh,
Chops always look like they hurt their dickens.
yeah, I'm not sure how Cass manages to do it. I'm poor guy filming his Cassidy Takes Chops from Wrestlers series.
He wants me to do one the next time I go to an indie show. I've told him where to go with that. I've basically said it's not happening.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna require some hazard pay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even get paid for doing this, my friend. But I don't do things like this for the money. I do everything because I enjoy it. You know that.
For the love. Yep.
Nick Wayne looks like me at 16 when I was having a temper tantrum at this precise moment. Oh. What?
Yeah. Oh, the Stormbreaker counter into the Rana is so good. Clout cutter.
What? That was two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this.
Oh, it's wild. It's wild.
And the Oscar for best, and that is a kick out that doesn't look overacted. I'll say that.
No, not at all. And that's the thing. Again, like the way Nick Wayne sells things, reacts to things, like that's all part of the list of attributes of his.
Why is he so great? Like, basically,
he's so good already.
How good is he going to be in like 10 years?
He's going to be the biggest name in professional wrestling within a decade.
Ugh, I just had a horrible thought. I'm going to be 32.
Now, in a decade, I'm going to be in my mid-40s, Tom.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, there's the Os cutter.
Is that it? No.
No, Nick Wayne kicks out of the Oscutter.
Do you reckon this is something me and Cass debate quite regularly when we do this show? Do you reckon Ospreay liked
Oh,
it?
that hidden blade. He mushed him.
Hmm.
Up for the Stormbreaker, down he goes.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. Nick Wayne.
That was beautiful.
Fantastic.
As I
Fantastic
say,
match.
I am going to go back and watch that once we finish this.
For sure. Do yourself a favor. Absolutely.
Also, shout out to the YouTube gods for not putting any ads in while we were watching that match.
No, I don't think you can. That's not. So that's not exactly like a legal upload, right? It's that would be like copyrighted material. So I don't think they could possibly monetize that if they wanted to.
Yeah, I know, but I just had images of what's it called? I just had images of like them being like, oh, we're gonna put some ads in.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Oh well, but that was fun, man.
Oh, fantastic match. Like I said, one of my favorite matches of 2022 so far. My list, like I'm having a really hard time coming up with, like, I'm thinking about doing my year end lists in December for what
Yeah,
was my match of the year, and I could roll. I don't know how many I don't know how many of our viewers or if yourself are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, but a 20-sided die, a D20.
yeah.
I could literally roll a D20 and pick from so many matches for what I would consider my match of the year this year, and that one, would be right up there in the conversation.
Oh.
There's some pure insanity going on in the independent scene right now, so it's a great time to be a fan. It is a great time to be covering it and talking about it, but it is when it comes time to make those lists, it's tough. I don't think I'm going to be able to rank things by number. I think I'm just going to have to put everything in a list and say all of these were great. Pick whichever one you want.
Yeah,
They're
but
all. Go ahead.
I was gonna say thank you for joining us, man. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. I'm always happy to come back and watch more fantastic independent matches with you guys.
Yeah, we would that, and we'll have to get the trio together soon. Like, obviously, Cass couldn't join us, but we'll
Yeah.
have to get the trio together.
We'll have to get the big boss man in here for sure.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we wrap this shindig up?
Watch independent wrestling, support independent wrestling, support your favorite independent wrestlers. Go find their merch links. Go to their shops. They're not getting paid the same way the people you see on TV are. They don't have guaranteed contracts. They aren't receiving like a regular paycheck from somewhere. So anything you can do to support them, be it buying a ticket, heading to their merch store, buying shirts, buying their gear, go to their merch table if you happen to be at a show. Just if you love wrestling, especially independent wrestling, the best thing you can do is get out there and support it in any way possible. Signal boost the tweets, retweet all the gifts, show the world why, these people that are traveling to 3 or 4 shows a week in 3 or 4 different cities are just as important as the people that you see on TV twice a week.
I fully agree. So, where obviously it's quite obvious where the good people can find Indeed every week, but let them know, my friend.
You can find me and Righteous Reg hosting Indeed every week on Body Slam. My Twitter handle is right there in my picture on the screen here, Mike from Indeed. So give me a follow there. I'm always on the Twitter box talking about whatever wrestling I happen to be watching. Generally, like 5 or 6 days a week, I'm watching something. So
Yeah.
if you want to know what I'm up to.
You said 7 to me when we were chatting the other night.
Yeah, it depends. Tuesday is kind of like a hit or miss day with finding some independent stuff to watch that's live, but I'm probably watching like a rerun of an old show from like a decade ago or something. Like I tend to fill up my free time with just watching some good old pro wrestling.
Fair enough, my friend. And as always, you can find this show on, like we said in the beginning, wherever you get your podcasts, uh, on the bodyslam.net YouTube channel. And be sure to follow this podcast, the Wrestle Watch Pod, on Twitter to help us pick our match every week. Let's get them numbers up a bit.
Yep.
And in regards to what we do next week, I honestly don't know. As in regards where you can find me and my content, my Twitter handle is right there, Tom Talks Irish. Go give me a follow. It'd be great to connect with you. And in regards to content I've got coming up, you know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Hey,
So your good friend, our good friend, shall I say, Righteous Reg, has appeared on my YouTube channel for an interview. And that'll be dropping some point this Saturday. So subscribe so you don't miss it, and please come check it out.
yep. And sorry, if I could throw one more thing in there. Body Slam's YouTube channel, we just actually crossed the 1,000 subscriber mark.
Yes, we have, man.
Thank you very much, all of you
Yeah.
who have subscribed and supported our content. It means so much to the team here. And, you know, as our way of saying thanks, if you do head over to @BodySlamNet on Twitter, we are running a giveaway. If you're watching the show live or over the weekend, that would be today is August 19th. So we have a giveaway running. It closes on Sunday, August 21st at 4 p.m. We'll be announcing a winner. There's a $25 gift card for Pro Wrestling Tees available. If you head on over to our Twitter, you will find that giveaway. I will go pin the tweet now just so that people will have an easier time finding it. There's all the entry requirements in the tweet. And yeah, who knows? You might walk away with a $25 gift card to Pro Wrestling Tees. Again, thank you so kindly for your support. Thanks for having me, Tom.
Yeah, this was fun. As I say, I don't know what we're going to do next week yet, guys. But just stay tuned to our Twitter and to Body Slam to let us know, for us to let you know what we're going to do next week. And I will see you next week. Goodbye.